everybody, Laura Loomer here. As you've probably heard, because it's the biggest story in the world right now, this week, President Donald Trump was unjustly arraigned in New York City by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. This is part of a ridiculous witch hunt against President Trump and his family, and it's an unprecedented act of political persecution that has extremely negative implications for our country, the 2024 presidential election, and our justice system. In response to this witch hunt, I decided to organize rallies in support of our president so that he could see that there's more patriots who support and love him as opposed to those in the radical left like Alvin Bragg who wish to destroy President Trump and his family. In case you weren't able to participate in these rallies or see the footage for yourself, I recorded it all, so take a look.
So we're out here today on Southern Boulevard waiting for President Trump. As many people know, President Trump is on his way to New York, where he's going to be facing this witch hunt indictment at the hands of the Soros Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. And so, as always, the Trump train has come out to support our president, and you can see who's ready for Trump 2025. All right, so what's your name?
My name is Debbie Ayers.
Debbie, okay, and tell me what you're doing out here today.
I support President Trump. I moved here from California, but more importantly, my son is NYPD, and I support that there may be blue flu up there. Not maybe, I know there is.
And so for people watching, explain what blue flu is.
That's when police of all jurisdictions, all ranks, do not support the mission at hand, which is to get Trump. So they're calling in sick, getting doctor's notes. They're not helping. And that's important because Alvin Bragg is not prosecuting criminals. My son is in the process of being a Boynton Beach cop, mostly because he can't prosecute the crime. He does the investigation, and it goes nowhere. So, and plus it's a dangerous job.
It's very dangerous. NYPD officers getting murdered every single week.
Committing suicide, and I support, I work in substance use disorder, and I support our veterans at the VA. I'm a retired Army nurse. So it's important all around that Trump is back in office.
And so you have it on pretty good authority from your son, obviously, who knows a lot of these NYPD officers, that they're going to be calling in sick today so they don't have to carry out this witch hunt against Trump.
Who's getting a shoulder? Who's getting a shoulder replacement? Who's going to the emergency room with some? They don't.
I'll tell you this much: I wouldn't want to be the cop whose name got out.
No.
I would not want to be the cop whose name got out there having fingerprinted and processed Donald Trump.
No.
I mean, that person's going to be notorious.
And exactly. And the only reason that somebody would really want to do that is because they support that entity of Alvin Bragg and Mayor Adams. The cops don't respect Mayor Adams. Not at all.
And we know that President Trump was the most pro-law enforcement president ever, so we got to support President Trump. And you came from California. Where in California?
Silicon Valley.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
The home of the election thieves.
That's very correct. And when I had the opportunity to move back here, I left California so damn fast.
Now you live in Palm Beach?
Boynton.
Wow, great.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Glad to be back.
All right. Well,
thank you.
Thanks for being here.
I'm proud.
We want Trump! 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 We love Trump!
That's a great sign.
We've got Laura Loomer here at Southern Boulevard with the celebration for this indictment. What about this? No one is above the law.
Well, it's not a celebration for the indictment. We're protesting the indictment, so we're not celebrating the indictment.
I understand that. I think I argued that the fact that he's being indicted is exposing the left and what exactly it is they're trying to do.
It's a witch hunt, absolutely.
without a doubt. What do you think of this no one is above the law that they've been touting?
Well, you know, the left loves to say nobody's above the law, right, as a way to kind of act like people. But I want to know, where's Nancy Pelosi? Is she above the law? Is making $200 million in Congress on an annual salary of 174, right? Above the law, right? Because she's insider trading. Is Joe Biden above the law? We all know that he molested his daughter in the shower, according to her own diary that was released. That was just confirmed by a judge. So, is he going to be held accountable for being a child molester? Is Hunter Biden going to be held accountable? Are these people above the law?
And there's Hillary
Seems
Clinton.
like
Let's not forget the server.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton, James Comey, right? All these people. Where's the justice, right?
Yeah, I think we're on to them.
I think so too. Everybody's on to them. They think that this is going to hurt Trump, but he's going to soar like never before. And every single American who has ever felt like they've been targeted or wronged is going to resonate with Donald Trump, and they're going to turn out and support him. You saw he raised $5 million after the first 24 hours of the news breaking, and 25% of that money came from new donors.
Thanks, Laura.
Yeah, thank you.
Arrest Alvin Bragg! 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 Arrest Alvin Bragg!
Tell me, why are you out here today?
Supporting my president.
Yeah?
He is going to be our 47th president, thanks to Joe Biden
Yes.
and his people.
The 45th, the 46th, and the 47th.
And the 47th, the only president in history to have run all 3 times and won
Exactly.
all 3 times.
3 times, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Thank
Thanks
you.
for supporting him.
Of
God
course.
bless you.
We want Trump! 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 Donald Trump is on his way to Palm Beach International Airport.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs were singing air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Following his return from New York City on Tuesday evening, President Donald Trump then delivered remarks at Mar-a-Lago. I was honored to be in attendance for the president's speech.
Push back, push back. Push back, push back.
If you enjoyed this report, please be sure that you subscribe to my Substack at lauraloomer.substack.com. From now until Election Day in 2024, I will be providing on-the-ground updates and election coverage. So be sure that you also follow me on Twitter, Truth Social, Gab, and Getter at Laura Loomer. It's tax season, and if you want to find ways to keep as much of your paycheck as possible instead of turning it over to the weaponized IRS, then contact the good folks at freedomlawschool.org and tell them that Laura Loomer sent you.